I'm just tired of the same episode. Like, I've seen this episode before. The problem with today's society is that we've monetized stupid behavior because we don't highlight our achievements. Our achievements is twerking on cars. We're so caught up with cool points and street cred and it doesn't matter, man. We've monetized stupid behavior and this is the end result. This is it. Truthfully speaking, I couldn't wait to record this video. I just was chomping at the bits. It's a lot going on in the news. And of course, as we already know, once the weather warms up, that's when the idiots are out and about. This teen takeover situation, fiasco, enough is enough. Enough is a freaking enough. And I'm tired of all the excuses. Come walk with me on this gray day. Because that's the feeling of the nation right now with these punks running rampant, running roughshod all over the place. Chicago, Virginia, New Jersey, whatever, the continental US. Oh, brace yourselves, it's gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse because there's no more leadership. Even the councilmen and councilwomen are just, they don't know what to do. Where's Reverend Al? Once upon a time, there were people that would just be protesting to get things right in the USA, get things right in our cities and towns so that everyone can feel safe and comfortable and didn't fear for their lives. Now you don't see anybody. You don't see anyone but content creators and others just making videos and just watch, rinse, repeat. You don't see anyone, at least I haven't. So if I'm misspeaking, I apologize in advance. But you don't really see many people out here trying to correct the situation. These teens are out of control. And I'm tired of the apologists. I'm tired of people making excuses. Oh, well, they need to build more youth centers and more YMCAs and more parks. Damn it, these parks are empty. Empty, okay? I drive around often and I'm in the suburbs and these are beautiful parks. I mean, beautiful. I grew up in the city where, you know, you'd be lucky to find a basketball court with a net. We just had double rims, you know, and before it got clean in the mid 90s with Giuliani, it was graffiti and it was crack valves on the pavement and it was hypodermic needles. So you'd be lucky to find a basketball court with netting. These days, you find courts everywhere with nets. You find beautiful baseball fields. You can find tennis courts, pickleball courts. It's a different world now, and the kids aren't out here. Kids aren't taking advantage of the greenery that we see nowadays in a lot of local parks because they're too consumed with their cell phones and making viral moments. And I'm tired of it, man. I think we're all tired of it. And we can call it what it is. A lot of these teens that we see are black teens. There's no hiding from that. Because we gave teenagers and everyone power with these cell phones. Everyone has the ability now to just do as they please. We started to monetize questionable behaviors. Questionable behaviors equals drama. Drama equals more eyes. More eyes equals more money. It's cyclical. This is easy to figure out. We keep finding the problem. We keep blaming social media. We keep blaming the parents, but is anyone trying to correct it? You can't correct the parental situation because how do you stop people from becoming parents? I mean, there are some brutal tactics that we can take in the medical field, if you catch my drift. But the same token, I mean, who's going to stop people from becoming parents? And it's weird with these young people takeovers because a lot of these people are kids who grew up in the 2000s, right? Think about the 2000s, 25, 26 years ago, at the start of the 2000s. Life was a lot different than, say, the 1940s, 50s, 60s America with civil unrest, you know, the civil rights movements of the South, where blacks were treated in a certain way, pretty much inhumane. where you can honestly understand why there'd be a revolt in the 60s and 70s of young black teenagers, because you were only 10, 20 years removed. You know, I grew up in the 80s. I could even understand if 80s kids, black kids, minorities, wild out, because you're only 20 years removed from a time of unrest in this country, where people are getting hosed down and they can't use the same water fountains and go to the same restrooms as their counterparts. But we're so many years removed from that, where there's no excuse for today's teens and young people to act a fucking fool. You guys grew up in the 2000s, where opportunities became limitless. You grew up in the technology era. You can make money from your phone. It's not like back in the days where you had to make $7 an hour working at Foot Action or Foot Locker or at an ice cream shop. You have 17, 18, 19-year-olds making thousands of dollars a month and more, but I'm just giving you the bare minimum. There's no excuse in today's economic times, and I know it's a shitty time right now with inflation and gas pricing and rent gouging and all that stuff. I'm fully aware. But there's no excuse for the behavior of today's young people, because the landscape of the United States is a lot different than 50, 60, 70 years ago. And we need to stop making excuses. I'm tired of hearing about people don't know any better. You don't know right from wrong. And what happened to the laws? What happened to implementing laws? Sure, kids of other generations did their own thing. We know that. Only a fool would say otherwise. Yes, kids of the 60s and the 50s and the 80s. Yes, everyone did their share of dirt, so to speak. But it's to the extremes now. Now it's like 2.0. That situation in Long Branch, New Jersey was, you know, I've read comments of people saying it wasn't that bad. Do I not have two eyes? Do we not have eyes? Did God not grant us with eyes? Tell me, somebody tell me. Because what I saw was atrocious. The beach is supposed to be a place of relaxation, in my opinion. Kick your feet up, enjoy the sun, enjoy the sand, get your feet in the water, enjoy yourselves. I shouldn't have to be looking behind my shoulders because somebody wants to jump on my car. Somebody wants to, this twerking behavior. Where the fuck did this twerking behavior come from? I don't understand why this is so mainstream. What the allure is with shaking ass. And I'm a dude who has enjoyed that over my lifetime. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not going to pretend it wasn't something that as a young person that it didn't excite me. But does that not get old? If I find somebody twerking in my car or dancing in my car, all I could do is laugh. Because I don't want to repeat what the repercussions are. That's just not going to happen on my watch without a conversation, a healthy conversation. We're going to have some healthy dialogue if I catch any one of you punks doing something like that on my vehicle. But in all seriousness, I mean, what's happening to the culture, guys? Parks are empty. No one's visiting the community centers. So parents, if you're watching and your child falls in that 17 to 22 demographic, your kid was born in the 2000s. What's the excuse? Is it because the parents are trying to be friends with their children and they're trying to get their likes and views up as well? Like a friendly competition? Is it that parents just don't want to parent anymore because laws have changed? You can't really spank your child in public, or it's frowned upon now, so you're more friendly with your kid. Like, I just don't know. I remember when the camcorder hit the scene, a lot of people were like this. Like, nobody wanted to be on camera. If you caught somebody on camera off guard, there was usually a conversation. Like, why are you filming me? Now people can't live without the camera. There's simple solutions to this. All of this is fixable, but people are afraid of losing money. The money opportunities are vast with this social media situation. You remove social media or the money opportunities, and perhaps that's a start. Perhaps if you remove the social media platforms, or at least the monetization portion of it, and people were just recording to send video to friends, the excitement's not going to be the same. If we start disabling the like button, the comment buttons, whatever, just the engagement process, it's not going to hit the same. People understand what acting a fool does to their bank accounts. They've made it too easy. And I don't want to beat a dead horse. We already know that every generation had its share of knuckleheads. But this is different. The country lost its way. It's really that simple. The country has lost its way because we're trying to appease everyone. And the young people are taking full advantage of it. I'm tired of hearing, oh, we're a free country. I don't get how the U.S. can implement rules and regulations for some situations and not others. Like, people in government are sitting back and see what's going on, but nothing's being done. But let something crazy happen. Think of whatever that's been happening over the last 25 years. The moment that happens, all types of laws are being implemented. All types of bills are being passed. And some of us are just, we're none the wiser. But nothing's being done for the social media. It's just the same act, man. It's really, really, really frustrating now. But here we are, not even in the summer yet. And people couldn't wait. People couldn't wait to just cut up. The winter was long, it was cold, and now is the time to act a complete ass. And it's sad. I don't even know if fining parents, I'm gonna fine your parents $500. These parents don't care, man. No one cares. That's the problem. The only thing I could think of reasonably is taking away the devices. Make it to where people are no longer main characters. You could be a main character in your head. Summertime, a lot of you not, was spent outdoors, even in the city. I'm finding a park and I'm playing ball with my guys, whether it was basketball, whether it was baseball, and we're playing all afternoon long. And then we go home, we eat, we may talk on the phone, we're playing video games. This is summertime. This is summertime as a kid in the 90s. You play sports, you're on the phone with your homies or your girlfriend, you're playing video games, you might watch a movie, good night, and you do it again the next day. I don't even think these dudes want to talk to girls anymore. And girls are too busy throwing thirst traps out here and twerking on cars. It's a madhouse. Like, I'm so disgusted. And this is why I champion getting your passport and seeing other parts of the world where there's a little more normalcy. Don't get caught up in what the media says about this country and that country. There's normalcy. I respect these countries that have rules on their social media platforms. You got to be a certain age, or it's restricted unless you're this age, or blah, blah, blah. Like, I love that. I get it. It's stripping away some of our freedoms. Look what we do with our freedoms. We get it to the point where businesses can't even fully operate because of the foolishness. Families can't even enjoy themselves at a beach. A beach where there's really nothing to do but look at water. Kids doing donuts in the middle of the street and flamethrowers and this, that, and the third. Like, it's I don't know if this is the plan so we can slowly create some kind of martial law, then all hell will break loose. Is this a result of the pandemic? Something happened. Something went wrong. And I can't keep pointing at the same situations. There's no parents at home, or so. I can't keep pointing. There were times in the 80s and 90s where people grew up with just one parent, and they didn't go through these extremes. These kids are out of control, and everyone is hush hush. I don't know if people were scared. If you work for the government, if you're in law enforcement, what are you scared of? Laws are put into place for the citizens to follow. The unfortunate part is a lot of these kids aren't afraid of the law anymore. They will tussle with a cop in a minute. And the police can't do much these days because they don't want a repeat of some of the incidents of the last few years. You don't want to repeat a George Floyd or any one of the other unfortunate incidents that occurred. People are tired, man. People are tired. I just don't know if enough people are speaking on it or trying to fix it. Creating videos is a start, but when does the tiredness reach those who can implement laws, pass laws where this can't happen again?